I change your bum life. You fight me, it's a celebration.
I would beat you.
When you sign to fight me, it's a celebration. You ring back home, you ring your wife. Baby, we done it. We're rich, baby. Conor McGregor made us rich. Break out the red panties.
Are you ready?
That goes in the files.
Are you ready? Let's get it all!
Yo, welcome back to the fifth round. As always, your boy Stephen Moustaris. And I got little Gracie sitting there, and don't be fooled. She's looking like she's like posing or something, but nah, she just got food, so she's waiting for me to give her more. But anyway, UFC 285, guys. I'm fucking geeked. I was watching the press conference last night, man. Every time it comes to these Jon Jones fight cards, he's my favorite fighter of all time. Every single time. I'm like, a month lead into it, I'm like, oh, he's been out for so long. Oh, who's he fighting? Oh, does he even care anymore? And now it's like I'm all the way in. I was in on Monday. I did a little video talking about it, which is up there already. And after watching the press conference and all his interviews, and oh my gosh, guys, I'm all the way in. And for Saturday, man, it's going to be one of the most stressful nights of all time for me personally. Shouts out to all of you guys out there who are the same as me. Like, you guys get more nervous to watch your favorite fighter fight than you do if it was you going up against Mike Tyson in his prime, Like, every time I watch Jon Jones fight, I'm literally shitting my pants, it feels like, when I'm at the bar or wherever I'm at watching the fights. I feel like my heart's going out of my chest. Same with Valentina. Honestly, the same with Max Holloway. Same with a bunch of guys. I mean, Sugar Sean O'Malley seems to be one of those guys now. I feel like Conor used to be, but now it's kind of whatever. But, I mean, I've had my guys Rampage. I used to love when he used to do that all the time. I mean, goodness, I could go on a lot of people. That Anthony Rumble Johnson I used to be the biggest fan of, especially before he moved to light heavyweight. And even when he went there, I was a huge fan. DC, all these guys. And then what makes this even harder for me, perfect transition, is, Valentina is one of my favorite women fighters of all time. And then at the same fucking time, Alexa Grasso has been one of my biggest, like one of my favorite fighters since, Jesus, man, I want to say like 2016, 2017, when she really kind of started coming up on the map. And because she's been around forever. And the thing I love about her, man, is, you got those girls out there that talk shit. And it seems to be the new style of MMA. Like, you got to go out there and talk shit and, to get a name and stuff. And Alexa Grasso is literally the exact opposite of that. Literally is sitting there all the time, super well behaved, super respectful. Honestly, you don't even know if she's talking half the time. I know she's got some, deep Spanish accent in her. So it's not like she's got the greatest English, but still, she's one of like the nicest girls ever. You look at her, you wouldn't even think she's a fighter. But then you see her in the octagon and she's beating the shit out of people. Like, I remember just last year with Joanne Calderwood, or technically Joanne Wood now. I remember, oh my gosh, people were like, oh, she's so much bigger than Alexa. She's going to dominate her. And Alexa gets her first sub in the UFC, I think literally within was a minute of the first round, gets her back. And then against Vivian Araujo last year, everybody's like, oh, Vivian's too good. And then literally, look at Alexa goes out for 5 rounds and just absolutely destroys her. So, if you are a big fan of Valentina, or if you are a big fan of Alexa, like, there are many things to be excited about in this fight. And this is the first time for a Valentina fight for me that I'm not biased going into it. I mean, it's the Taylor Santos fight. I was as biased as it could possibly be. I mean, the Liz Carmouche fight go way back. I mean, all the way literally through. I mean, Jesus, there's so many. The Lauren Murphy fight, the Jessica Andrade fight. Oh my gosh, going forever. I mean, Jennifer Maya's fight, the Caitlin Jakajian fight, like, literally, she hasn't lost since, 2017 to Amanda Nunes. And, I mean, I even thought she won both of those Amanda Nunes fights, and especially the second one I thought she won, which is the one I'm talking about in 2017. And, I mean, if you even look, I think that was, like, September 9th, I think. I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure September 9th, that fight card. And then I think it was, like, March or something that year, January, February, somewhere around there. She submitted Juliana Pena, who goes on to beat Nunes 5 years later and all this stuff. So, MMA math is hilarious. And usually we're sitting here, and I think, it's been since, like, I think it's been 2018, I think, was her knockout of Jessica I, which is one of the nastiest knockouts we'll ever see. And this is the part where I kind of have to kind of play funny here and be like, all right, if you are an Alexa Grasso fan or just not a Valentina fan, here's something that you should be kind of looking forward to. Normally we see our guys like Daniel Cormier. I mean, you kind of even seen it a little bit there with Habib. But you see all these you see it with these dominant wrestlers all the time, start falling in love with their hands and starting to fall in love with the striking and being able to knock people out and stuff. Like, I mean, Johnny Hendricks was a really good example of that. People get away from their wrestling roots because they fall in love with them hands. They fall in love with banging and swinging and stuff. So it's the exact opposite with Valentina. I feel like she came in as this decorated kickboxer, Muay Thai lady, And, she was just putting the work on her. I mean, honestly, her counter strikes, her counter kicks, especially that body kick that she's got, that spinning one, or any of them. I mean, she's got some nasty switch kicks. She's got them all. She's one of the most impressive ladies ever, especially when it comes to countering. One of the nastiest girls you'll ever see, but you kind of forget that she won. She doesn't have that many knockouts. I'm pretty sure Jessica Eye is her only real knockout in the UFC, but still, women are tough to knock out. I will give them that. I wouldn't know, so don't take it that way. I feel like an asshole saying that. Never hit a girl, not like that. I'm just saying it from watching it in MMA. Wow, that sounds terrible. But anyway, it's like Valentina. She seems to be the exact opposite. Fell in love. She was a Muay Thai lady and everything, and she was a striker, and then falls in love with just dominating people. I remember her Jessica Andrade fight. That was one of the ones I was really scared of, because Jessica Andrade is the girl. That girl got power in both of them hands. We've seen her. That knockout of Karolina Kalowinski, I'm the worst with that girl's last name, but Carol Wins or whatever. That knockout, filthy. Her Caitlin Jakagian body shot, filthy. This girl has knocked out Thug Rose head, even though slams on her head, clearly you're going to get knocked out by that. But still, girl's powerful. And then you see Valentina take her down literally within seconds, just absolutely dominate her. I don't even think she got hit in 2 rounds and finished her. So, so it is the thing. Alexa Grasso, though, like I said, this girl comes off so nice and so, happy and stuff. But you watch this girl in the damn octagon. This she's fierce. She's got power. She's everything. Honestly, one of the better counter strikers as well. Especially when it comes to boxing, one of the better counter boxers that we have in the entire UFC, especially in the women's division. And people just sleep on it. And she has shown her growth in the ground game and her jiu-jitsu and everything. So I think this might be a tough night, especially if we're basing it off our last performances we've seen of these ladies. Alexa looked almost unbeatable and beat that Vivian Araujo girl that everybody thought was going to win. And Alexa just walked right through her, dominated for 5 rounds. And then Taylor Santos and Valentina. Taylor looked like she was giving it to her on the feet, which nobody's really seen that. And then Valentina was really struggling getting her down. So I don't know. I think, if you're asking me, I always thought Alexa Grasso would be tougher to take down than Taylor. And I would say Taylor's probably a little bit better on the stand-up. But boy, I don't know. I'm just saying, guys, this is one of them ones you really need to watch out. I would not be shocked at all if Juliana Pena, not to bring race into it or anything, but something about the Mexicans, man, I'm telling you, Yair Rodriguez doing the damn thing, Henry Cejudo doing the damn thing, clearly Juliana Pena just did the damn thing. We're out here, I'm telling you guys. You guys got to watch out for these ladies. And man, something about the Mexican pride and that fighting. So I am really saying, I think people are going to be shocked at how good Alexa Grasso really is on the feet. This is her breakout moment. And I'm telling you guys right now, I'm going to be shitting my pants from pretty much the opening bell, or the opening fights of the night, because Amanda Hebos fights as well. It's my MMA crush. But these 2 girls are my 2 favorite women fighters out there, outside of Thug Rose. And honestly, Thug Rose might be my girl out of all these girls. And then these 2 literally are Valentina might even be number 1. But Alexa's probably number 3 behind Rose. But still, top favorite of mine. And I'm just telling you guys, don't be shocked at all if Alexa pulls this one out. I know Valentina's the GOAT and she's doing all these things, but time does catch up. The sport catches up. And I'm just saying, nobody saw Juliana Pena beating Amanda Nunes. Nobody saw Holly Holm beating Ronda Rousey. We don't see these things. We didn't even see Amanda Nunes beating Chris Cyborg. So just watch out. I am very fucking excited for this fight. And I think it's going to be way better than what we think. And Valentina, even if she goes out there and dominates Alexa Grasso, then we're in for a ride. That's all I got to say. But let's go, baby. 5th round. Let me know what you guys got and who you guys think is going to win. I don't even care if you guys subscribe, whatever. Don't give a shit about it. I just do this shit for fun. So let's go, baby.